I am Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Siriguppa. So today I am discussing about expression for component shift. That means elements of quantum mechanics. The chapter elements of quantum mechanics. Then what is component shift? What about the expression for component shift? So just to see the diagram. Expression for Compton shift. The Compton effect is when electromagnetic radiation is scattered of a charged particle, usually a nucleus or an electron. A graphic depiction of the experiment is shown below. X-rays from the source, if they are made to incident on the target, then the electrons which are ejected from the target at the same time the photons which are emitted from the material. Let P2 momentum of the electron, Ke kinetic energy of the electron, photon E1 energy, P1 moment. Pi angle of scattering for electron and theta angle of scattering for photon. So just as the X-rays, if they are made to incident on the target, where the electrons which are ejected, they can move in different directions. They have their own kinetic energy and momentum. E naught kinetic energy of the X-rays, V naught velocity, lambda naught wavelength, so nu you say frequency, P naught momentum of the X-rays. In the experiment, the X-rays are shined onto a metal surface, that means which is electron rich. It is found that the electron is ejected from the surface at some energy K and momentum P2, while the light, which we will now call photons, are scattered off at a different angle with the energy E1 and momentum P1. We will talk more about the momentum of light later. So because just we think about, let us tackle this problem with our conservation laws. Momentum is conserved if no external force acts on our system. That means F is equal to dp by dt according to Newton's second law of motion. Energy is conserved if we don't consider mass energy exchanges, which is reasonable in this experiment. Through relativistic effects would add an extra term to our true equations. Just to see. Conservation of momentum, that x, P naught is equal to P1 cos theta plus P2 cos pi. That's in case P naught square plus P1 square cos square theta minus 2 P naught P1 star cos theta, which is equal to P2 square cos square pi. So along y-axis P1 sin theta is equal to P2 sin pi. P1 square sin square theta is equal to P2 square sin square pi. In order to make sure everyone is following, let us review some key steps below. We use the conservation of momentum in the x and y direction. For the x momentum, we Subtract the P1 term and square both sides for the y momentum. Only square both sides. We will now add both equations together to get the following. P naught square plus P1 square cos square theta plus P1 square sin square theta minus 2 P naught P1 cos theta. So to P2 square cos square pi plus P2 square sin square theta. Let this is equation number 1. So P naught square plus P1 square minus 2 P naught P1 cos theta, which is equal to P2 square. Because P2 square cos square theta plus sin square theta, that becomes 1, so that this is equation number 2. In order to make sure everyone is following, let us review some key steps below. Let us now also consider the conservation of energy. E naught plus me c square is equal to E1 plus ke plus mu1 me c square, that tends to E naught is equal to E1 plus kinetic inlet. This is the equation. So then note that I used the relativistic gamma and gamma 0, gamma 1 called the Lorentz factor, nu1, to account for the relativistic energy of the electron. However, since we care more about the significant difference in energy gained by the electron, we will ignore relativistic effects and hence this extra factor. If this factor does not make sense to you, it's okay. I added the relativistic correction for sure, but will ignore it for the problem at hand. If one was curious, initially some of the electron's mass is used as a binding energy. Once ionized, the electron regains its mass energy equivalence, which must be accounted for in the conservation of energy equation. In order to then solve this conservation of energy equation, one must consider what is the energy of a photon. For full, generally, we will use the relativistic energy which came before quantum mechanics to solve a generic expression for energy. For those not used to relativity, note that all I am using a Einstein's equation is equal to mc square and momentum p is equal to mev, where m is mass of the particle. The mass of the particle can be tracked through the Lorentz factor even as the particle speeds up and gains more mass. This is why a gamma factor is added in the equations below. From the starting position of E is equal to gamma mc square and p is equal to gamma mv e square minus pc whole square, which is equal to gamma square to mc square whole square plus mu c whole square. Let this equation number 4. E square minus pc whole square, which is equal to c square by c square minus p square into mc square whole square, c square minus p square by c square. E square is equal to pc whole square plus mc square whole square. So after simplification, just is the equation E 2 square minus mc square whole square, which is equal to E naught minus E2 whole square plus 2 E naught E1 into 1 minus cos theta. That means equation number 10. Now that the left hand side looks simplified, let us turn our eyes to the right hand side. Especially let us use the conservation of energy equation 3, replacing the kinetic energy of the electron with the total energy. Rest mass energy. Then look here, after this simplification, so then we will get equation number 14, E naught minus E1, which is equal to E naught plus by mc square 1 minus cos theta. In order to make sure everyone following, let us review some key steps. Then equation 40 is known as the Compton equation. Then look here, E naught minus E1 which is equal to E naught minus E1 by MC square into 1 minus cos theta. Where E naught which can be written as HC by lambda naught minus HC by lambda 1. So it's again H square, C square, MC square, lambda 1, lambda not lambda 1 into 1 minus cos theta. Then after simplification, just to see the last equation, I think equation 17, lambda 1 minus lambda naught which is equal to HC by MC square into 1 minus cos theta. That's this equation number 17. In order to make sure everyone is following, let us review some key steps below. 14 to 15, we replace all energy terms with the Planck's formula for energy is equal to Hc lambda, then a wavelength Hc by lambda. So like that, where the equation 17 is known as, known as Compton shift. Thank you.